Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity and by the Manatazak, saying Shalom. You know, today I just want to bring out this article. I didn't really have no precepts written down, but I came across the article and say I had to put it out there. So you go through the article, you get some scriptures and usual run of the mill video. Short and straight to the point, of course. Abaratizite edifying to the elect man out there. Abaratizite inspire food for thought as well. I thought that brother might be able to do a video same way. So it says, WEF or World Economic Forum memo orders devastating cyber attacks on U.S. water supply. Now, a couple months ago, that is all they was talking about, right? T attack and cyber attack. Now, look at what happened. It had a couple cyber attacks going on. Now, they're warning that more to come, but to affect what the water supply necessities, right? It says, the World Economic Forum in Davos has ordered globalist authorities to unleash a series of devastating cyber attacks on the U.S. water supply as part of an initiative to manufacture a global water crisis with far-reaching consequences for humanity. It says recent footage out of Davos reveals the global elite have admitted the sea pandemic was a failure because the people of the world refused to be terrified into submission, and far too many people refused to submit to the juice. It says, but evil doesn't sleep, and disturbingly, the elite are now talking about manufacturing food and water crisis as their new modus operandi to seize total control over humanity, as the WEF and UN have to prepare to ration people's water supply as part of their Great Reset agenda for humanity. It has never been more important to spread the word about the evil plans. Before we skip that, it says the global elite have been warning the US that we will own nothing and be happy here. And that is a fact. We brought out that in many videos that they said that. One of the big meetings, one of the, I think it's one of the G summits or something like that. Right? It says in a world controlled by an authoritarian one world government that enslaves humanity in a totalitarian system featuring mass surveillance, mandatory juices, and desperate servitude. Klaus Schwab has openly bragged about his organization's ability to infiltrate governments across the world at the Harvard Kennedy School's Institute of Politics. The WEF co-founder discussed his technique of overthrowing democracies by installing his cult of young global leaders in positions of power. Now we have seen Schwab's modus operandi play out. The WEF has infiltrated governments across the globe, with every left-voting nation firmly under their control. Make no mistake, these young global leaders, including Justin Trudeau and Emmanuel Macron, are working hand in glove with Davos to roll out the globalist agenda of the elite. And those two names there, Justin Trudeau is the Prime Minister for Canada and Macron is the Prime Minister for France. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And we see the implementing Trudeau talking about what was the last I did a video on it, I forgot. He was talking some about I forget. I don't even want to say it and say the wrong thing, but yeah, they are, yes, the banning and the preaching of the word. Trudeau implemented that in Canada, right? And then we started to hear about it in California and in other states of the US. It says now in a disturbing development, the globalist elite have ordered a series of devastating cyber attacks on the US water supply and critical infrastructure to initiate a manufactured global water crisis that will have far-reaching effects for everybody on the planet. Nobody should be surprised. The new world, in tandem with their favorite country, China, are waging war on the West and targeting their water supply. Now, this is what's a bit? I was watching a brother video A lot of brothers actually talk going into the to the eclipse, right? And the signs I bring with it, the signs of the times I bring with it, right? Now, them same brothers keep reiterating that they're telling people, stock up on water and like as a doomsday prep now. That's basically what they're saying. They're telling people to stock up as if you're going to have a shortage. This kind of way. So that could work hand in hand with this. They're telling people your cell phone might be down. Prepare for cell phones to be down and this kind of way. So they desensitizing it to the fact that hey, this is what is going to happen. And that could be the perfect time to implement this so-called water shortage or whatever it is they're thinking about. Right? It says here at the People's Voice, we warned the world about this probability more than 4 months ago. The elite always tell you their plan. What their plan is, the world just needs to pay attention and wake up. With Executive Professor Mariana Mazzucato was caught spilling the beans about what the elites were planning for humanity in a clip from the group's meeting in Davos last year. In disturbing video, Mazzucato shares her disappointment that the climate change and C19 narrative have so far proven unhelpful, unhelpful in furthering their cause, but admitted that a water crisis would succeed where those approaches have failed. Now, you understand? We could see the devil trying, right? You could see the devil trying to, as the article saying, to maintain a totalitarian leadership of the world, right? And now that is where Revelation 12 and 12 come into play, and we go get that in due time, right? Revelation 12 and 12. We go get that. It says, um, did you catch that? Mazzucato admits that the elite are going to experiment on humanity again, as though the experimenters see juices, which are now wreaking havoc on the juiced, were enough experimentation for one generation. The elite really do hold us in complete contempt. Now, in a disturbing development, the globalist elite are claiming that water is not a human right, and the world's water supply must be privatized and rationed into people's homes by the elites. The World Economic Forum is teaming up with UN to set its sights on seizing control of the world's water supplies and holding humanity to ransom. Da, 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 yeah, that is basically the gist of it. They want to have us in mm, they want to have us in their clutches. You know what I mean? They're using inflation, they're destroying food supplies, now they're going to tamper with the water supplies as well. But let me get into some scriptures because the article more or less go to everything it said up on top in the beginning. You know? Um, I think I want to start off in Psalms 64. It says, to the chief To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, and my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Now, there is a prayer of who? Of the elect man. Yeah, hide us because we know that we know they know us through facial recognition because you know what I mean. They have access to world surveillance, so on and so forth. They have access to tap our cell phones, whatsoever, what have you, all our information. You know what I mean, identification information, all these things. You know, go straight say, who wet their tongues like a sword. Wet means to sharpen. Wet there is to sharpen. So like yeah, when you're going to it, it means to sharpen their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly, do they shoot at him and fear not? Yeah, they shoot in secret at the perfect. You understand? That goes back to Revelation 12 and 12, which we will get. You will see why I say that here. Right? They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of every one of them and the heart is deep. You understand? Yeah, they accomplish their diligences. They're searching. Let me get Revelation to myself. They're searching for ways to what? To oppress the people, to make the people suffer, to make the people subject or subservient. In other words, you understand? It says, "Therefore rejoice." So, like Revelation 12 and 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time." Yeah, the devil know you have a short time. That is why well, every day, every week, every month, you are ramping up the draconian laws. You understand? Last month it was 4 years ago it was the C19 juice, digitalization, farming and hearing of the word on the forefront right now. And now look at this. Water and food shortages. You understand? Necessity shortages. You understand? Because you don't need a cell phone, but you need water to live. You need food. And when they ration it, you understand, they will have you at their whim. Hey, do this, or else you're not getting this. So if it's not part of this, you're not getting this. Or if you're not subservient, or you don't have a mark of what? Servitude. You cannot, you know what I mean? You cannot be rationed these goods. You know this kind of way? You wouldn't get your rations, so to speak. You know? Yeah, you wouldn't get your rations. I remind me of a piece of why am I in the book of Samuel? You go to the book of Isaiah, see if anything. 10 and 1, right? It says, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed," and that is what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. They're writing unrighteous decrees, and we know that. We know the decrees is against the unrighteous. That's why in Psalm 64 it says, "What they shot at the perfect." Meaning what the elect man, the man who strive and put up for that perfection in the Most High eyes. Right? Verse 2, it says, "To turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people." How you could tell somebody, well, water is not a human right? You only put water here? Only come and meet fucking water here. How you could tell people water is not a right? The widows may be their prey, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless, yeah? Rob them of what? The heritage. That's what they did to us, by we were the fatherless. You understand? Verse 3, it says, "And what will he do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will he flee for help? And where will he leave your glory?" Yeah. Because if we go back to the Revelation, Salakia, to the Psalms 64, you understand? Because in Isaiah it say, "See where all you go run, right?" This is what it's saying after they come accomplish the work and they don't shoot at the perfect. What it's saying in verse 7. It says, "But power shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away." You understand? "And all men shall fear and shall declare the work of power, for they shall wisely consider of his doing." Now, that goes back to what? To the exaltation of the same thing he did in ancient Egypt. But Pharaoh, he hardened Pharaoh's heart. So everybody, all other nations go exalt them. They go say, "Hey, see them people, you see what they go do for them down in Egypt?" You understand? That is what went on. So his name would be exalted. You know? So his name will be exalted. Nevertheless, these people implementing the draconian laws to have the poor in a destitute state. You understand? But Musa will bring the judgment, as it say. What you will do when the judgment come from far. Right? I'll go bring James 5 and 1, and then I'll close it off there. It says, "Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered or rusted, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it will fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days." Right? It's say go be a witness against you because well, how you acquire these riches, how you become the elite, how you acquire the fatness of the earth by what? By the sword, by unjustly slaughtering innocent, yeah, by wickedness, by your wicked decrees which you have prescribed, and you know what? You'll receive judgment for it, you know? So with that, I will say, Kalalal Wahawadla Yahweh Hashem Yoshai Bashem Kakodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers and the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. And Brother Matazak saying Shalom.